Hello and welcome. My name is Ashley from Paper&Twine. I host this little YouTube channel here, and I'm coming on today to do some prep for the new art club. So the lovely Woolly Steph has had to step back from YouTube for a while, and she hosted an art club twice a month. She pulled a prompt out of a pot and you were invited to take part in and create something in response to that prompt. She asked for volunteers to take it over, and I said, if you don't get anybody else, I'll be happy to do it, but I can only commit to once a month. So nobody else volunteered, so I am taking over Woolly Steph's Art Club. It will still be called Woolly Steph's Art Club. I think that's only fair. And I will leave a link to Woolly Steph's channel down below. So I've created some prompts. I hope they're not too hard for you. I do run a tag club every month. On the 10th of every month, I pull a prompt and you have to make a tag. This is an art club, and Steph started this, I think it was in 2021. I'll bring in my first album, which is Chocker. All you have to do is a 4x4, 4-inch by 4-inch piece of art. In response to the prompt. Well, some of them I did many prompts or many things for one prompt. So this was May 21st, 2021. So it's been running not quite 2.5 years, or just over 2.5. No, yeah, almost 2.5 years. And I just thought I'd show you my little album. I will link down below Steph's tutorial. If you're new and you want to join in, I will link down below Steph's tutorial on how to make this album, which is made out of Amazon packaging. I'll also, if I can find it, link my video, how I struggled to make mine. So I think the first prompt was summer, and I did this. Lots of interest going on there. And then the next one was nature. And I couldn't decide. So we've got forest, we've got plants, we've got the ocean, we've got more forest, we've got lovely Stamperia paper. That was June. And then this one was Halloween, I remember, and I did a little door. This is a Lavinia stamp, which I stamped in the middle of my page. Go get a drink, because I think this might be quite long. And I've die cut some Tim Holtz Halloweeny bits, but I love the little secret door. Some more Halloweeny bits, the witch hat and broomstick. These are Lavinia stamps around here. And then this was an old book page, and I watercoloured it. And I just thought that looked quite Halloweeny and ghost-like there. And then I made more than one page. This was at the end of June. Yes, because of course there were 2 prompts a month. And I've used beautiful Rare Oddities paper from Graphic 45. I had some super duper wide washi tape that had got lots of things to do with Halloween. Little tickets, more Rare Oddities Halloween themed paper. I do wish they'd bring that back because I loved it. This was winter, Lavinia stamps. I think this was steampunk. I didn't write every prompt down, but I did like that very much. This one was quirky, my attempt at doodling. And then this was, is it Carabella Studio stamp that I fussy cut. This one I think was floral. Yes, I've put a dictionary definition there. If you have been with me a while, you do know, or will know rather, that I do like my dictionary definitions. This is on one of my backgrounds, and this is one of my backgrounds. I am going to do a video later this week on, I've just kind of really fallen in love again with making simple backgrounds for simple 1-layer cards, and I had fun yesterday playing with my friend Julie, and I will come back and do another video, but we made that together and I love it. I love it. It's kind of like a piece of art in its own right. Yeah, this is probably my least favourite one. Then I can't remember what this one, it might have been birds, I don't know, but I've gone kind of like with eggs through to the nest, and then this is one of my favourite stamps. I think this one was vintage. I've got these vintage paper dolls, And I've done kind of like a vintage wallpaper background. And this is an old vintage stamp. That was in September. This one was childhood, I think. Yes. And I've again used Stamperia paper. So I am not an artist. And I think it's fair to say that when I pull these prompts, it is entirely up to you how you respond. If you are a proper artist, you can draw and paint, knock your socks off. If you're a crafter like me, look at your papers, look at your stamps, look at your stencils. What have you got in your stash to help you respond to the prompt? So sugar and spice and all things nice, that's what little girls are made of. And this is just little bits of Stamperia paper from my stash. Crafty Batty, if you're watching, I don't know whether you're Crafty Batty now or Chatty Batty. I know you changed your name. I think you're Chatty Batty. But lovely Anne Bowman. She left a comment in one of my videos that I've seen and I haven't replied to. She wants to know how many 12 by 12 paper pads I've got. So that might be a video coming up. Too many, I think. Yes, and then I've just used the little strips. And then we've got these little bits here. And Patter Cake, Rockabye Baby. Yes, I think that goes in that way. I think this was fairy. Again, I've just got a little word out of the dictionary and I haven't written down when I made it. And this, I hadn't got time. So it's a bit of a cop-out, just, again, graphic 45 paper with fairies and magic. And then this was numbers, I think. And I die cut a 3. 3 is a magic number. This is a beautiful... Oh, God, what's the name of the company? I can't think. It's not Creative Expressions, but it is a lovely background stamp. And I just did this on a little bit of background. Looks like it's weathered wood and salvaged patina and tumbled glass. Love that. This one was Doodle. And again, I didn't write down, but I do remember it's Doodle. And I stenciled through a lovely funky fossil stencil I've got. And then just tried to do something in most of the little marks. As you can see, I'm not very good at drawing or doodling, not like our woolly Steph. And Anne Lane is getting really good. Go check her Instagram out. This one, I'm not sure what this one was. It might have been Stars. And I don't know whether you can see, there's a little bit of subtle embossing with stars. And then, I love this. This is a Lavinia stamp. I've done kind of second generation stamping, a little bit of stenciling, the little pippin, pound pippin, and the meadow grass is one of the most beautiful, beautiful stamps, I think, in Lavinia's range. This one might have been botanical, as I've got the word there. This is napkin over some stenciling. Looks like that actually might be the reverse stenciling. So where it's purple, that would have been the stencil, and then the sort of duck egg bluey colour, I will have had ink on that and spritzed it with water, so you get the negative image, if that makes any sense. Again, napkin, if I haven't already said that. I think this might have been Butterfly, Vivid and Flamboyant. So I die cut a butterfly, but didn't stick the wings down completely, and stenciled through the waist of the die cut. It's a really good way of making stencils. If you're short on stencils, if you've got dies, you can create your own stencils. This one was Sugar, I think, or Sweet Treats. Oh look, I quite like that. This is something that I do like doing, is putting little tags through. If you can dream it, you can do it. Stick that in there, and little beads. Might have been sweets. I don't know what this one was. It might have been colouring. I don't know why I didn't keep a note of the prompts. And then I don't know what this was, but I've woven papers together. I do quite like that look. I could go back if I'd got time and check the prompts, but life's too short. These are little die cuts out of some of my inky backgrounds. This was least favourite colour, so I've got pink. Yeah. But do you know, actually, things change, don't they? And I do quite like creating in pink now. I don't know what this one was. It might have been The World. And this is one of my backgrounds, and I've kind of used a fine liner to draw around some of the bits, and it kind of looks almost like a map of the world, like, you know, satellite satellite shot. And paper doll holding a little butterfly. All the world is bright. So you can see I am not an artist, but I think this one might have been secret or something, I don't know. And in a lot of old houses they have bookcases, don't they, and there's a secret door. Maybe it was a secret door. And I've just cut a little flap, and then in behind you've got a little Tim Holtz photo and some background paper. And then I don't know what this was. It might have been bird. I don't know. But that is another funky fossil stencil. Nice bright colours. And a Tim Holtz bird. And then again, I don't know what this one was. But I love that little album. And it's an age since I looked at it. And it's brought me great pleasure seeing some of my past creations. This was my second album. And I fell behind and I didn't keep up, and I made a list of all the prompts that I'd missed, and I was going to keep up, and it was just putting me under pressure, so I didn't. But this is my album that I will be continuing with, and I think this might have been buttons. Relax, we're all crazy, it's not a competition. That sounds the kind of thing that Alice might say, doesn't it, in Alice in Wonderland? Yeah, so I'm very lucky. I have got thousands of buttons. I don't know what this one might have been. Oh, it was pink and green. I do remember that was pink and green. Here I've got a little bit of something. I don't know what it might have been. It might have been scraps, fragments. I don't know. And that you can see is as far as I've got, but I've got some pages in here ready to go. Again, anybody that's been with me for a while knows that I do like a black border around my artwork, in inverted commas. I wouldn't call anything that I do art. Now this is something that I did a long time ago. I think there might have been a small bottle of alcohol in this, and it's such a nice tube that I thought I've got to keep it. I can't throw it out, and I've had this for many years, and I've just used Rare Oddities paper, which is one of my favourite, as I've already said, Graphic 45. It's this panel here with the frog and the little bottles, and this with the eye. I wanted something to, you know, keep. And then I've tried to kind of hide my join here. I've inked it a bit. I think it's coated with a bit of Mod Podge, which should hopefully seal it. It's interesting actually, because I've got an IKEA cube box sitting on my desk where my PC is, that I've covered bits of in this Graphic 45 paper, and the top where it's been in the window over the years has faded. The front's fine, but yeah, I might recover it, I don't know. But I'm going to use this as the pot for my prompt. So let's talk through the prompts, and please don't be frightened. The purpose of a prompt is to act as a little guide, as a little nudge. If you want to create art and you haven't got any ideas, you do not have to follow it slavishly. And as I pull out each month's prompt, and I'm going to pull on the 20th of every month, and I'll put in the description box the hashtag to use if you want other people to see your work. But yes, it is just an idea. So these are what I've come up with, and there are some repeats on what we've already done. But I don't think that's a problem, because your styles change, your ideas change. So we've got splash of colour, hands, junk or trash, magazine pages, landscape, steampunk, berries, purple, coffee, mark making, birds, skyline, two colours, warm colours, cool colours, mythical creature, spring, summer, autumn, winter, forest, ocean, garden, jungle, desert, insects, fish, used packaging, napkins, texture, secret message, architecture, romance, used book pages, threads, fragments, transport, layers, portrait, entwines, places or spaces, borders, celebration, one colour 8 ways: reflection, emotion, artist's choice, fodder, Alice, weather, light, dark, circular, straight lines, maps, broken, mountains, chaos, fungi, heaven, hell, earth, moon and stars, peace, plants, leaves, flowers, trees, quotes, sunrise, frozen, watercolour, stencil, rubber stamp, ephemera, magic, window, eye, bee, sunset, ghost, heart, Christmas, Halloween, dandelion, regal, sweet treat, recycle, favourite tool, landmark, wings, monster, and again, artist's choice. Now, if you would like to suggest any prompts to go in the pot, please leave a comment in the comments section, or you can email me. I will leave my email in the description box, and I'm going to cut these up so they're all the same size and fold them and put them in the pot. So do come back tomorrow and I will pull the first prompt. Take care, everybody. Bye now.